Dune time, Dune time, it's Dune time. Rise of X. It's Rise of X time, my babies. All right. We have got some Rise of X happening. It's here. Finally. Dune Imperium Digital has just added Rise of X. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Second half of July. Well, it is still technically in the second half of July, and here we are. It's Rise of X time. I'm very excited. I hope you're very excited. Now, I'm not one who thinks that Rise of X is like required to enjoy the game. I think the base game is absolutely brilliant. It's like one of the most perfect board games ever made. And I've really enjoyed playing just the base game all of these months and having a lot of time to get into it and improve and think about the strategy of it. And I think I still have a long way to go there. And so I'm not going to give up on just the base game. That said, after playing the base game so much, I'm definitely ready for Rise of X. Now, I've played Rise of X, the board game version, maybe 4 times or so. And so I don't know it very well. And so this is going to be a new kind of era of discovery for me here. And I'm very excited to get into it. So I think we'll just get right into a game here. So let's try that. All right. Let's see here. These are all async games. I wish I could hide those. Maybe there's a way to do it. But anyway, I'm just going to create a game. Rise of X on. Open. Epic mode off for now. I'm excited about that. But we'll try it some other time. Draft leader selection. Okay, let's just go. Let's zap straight to it. And let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've played with this person before. I'm going to be like a little bit quiet maybe. I'm at a friend's house right now. I'm on the road. So it's like pure luck that I happen to be somewhere with internet when this came out. Now that said, I'm not sure how amazing the internet is. I feel like it may not be totally working. So if there's any weird hiccups or whatever, I do apologize. But we're going to try our best here. Okay, looks like I'm player 2. So I'm going to have to wait. Now, there are only 2 new leaders here available. Let's take a look here. Princess Una Moritani. You start the game with no water. That's kind of crazy. Whenever you gain Solari on your turn, increase the amount gained by 1. That is kind of mega, it seems to me. Final delivery. So the Signet Ring is insane. It costs 7 Solari to actually activate it. That's kind of crazy. The other new one is Prince Romber Vernius here. Your Dreadnoughts have strength 4 instead of 3. All right, well, let's just do it because it's, let's go in on the new leaders here. Someone else picked the Princess. So let's take a look at here. Heavy lasgun cannons. Your Dreadnoughts have strength 4 instead of 3. So Dreadnoughts are a new feature in Rise of X. They're a new kind of military unit that you can throw into the conflict. Normally, I guess they have strength 3, but they're going to have strength 4. Okay. All right, look at this. Look at this. Okay, well, I'm familiar with this skirmish here. Okay, so we can see down here at the bottom here, we've got garrison troops, but we also have garrison dreadnoughts available. The UI is definitely changed. Okay, that's the deck, that's the discard pile, and these are techs. All right, so this is going to be kind of a challenge for me to get into all this here, just on my laptop. Got my signet ring. What does my signet ring even do? This or that. I think tech negotiator or biotechnology. All right, well, you know what? Let's just do a classic here. I'm going to go to fold space because I think fold space is a big deal in Rise of X because there's this shipping track over here. So we have some changes. The board is different, right? There's no sell melange anymore. And there's no secure contract. So we have these other spaces up here instead. So how are they doing this? Okay, so this little icon is the shipping icon, move your freighter. And this is the shipping track down here. And essentially the way it works is when you activate this shipping icon, you move your little disc up this track, or you drop it all the way back down to the bottom of the track, collecting every reward at the space that you were at and all the ones below it. So for example, Frostbite on Leto here at this first track, the next time he activates, like, let's say a single shipping token, he could either go up one and get nothing right now, or he could drop down and get either 2 spice or 5 Solari, and everyone else gets 3 Solari. Okay. Anyone watching here, let me know how the stream is going. My computer is telling me it's dropping some frames here, so please let me know what's going on with it. Hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, but the reason I went to fold space is because this track up here... Hey, Alex Wong, I'm good. Thanks very much. Nice to see you, by the way. I feel like it's been a while. Yeah, so this interstellar shipping space lets you activate the shipping thing twice. You can either go up 2, or you can go up 1 and drop down all in one move, but you need 2 guild influence to do it, so that's why I went to fold space there. Okay, I want to use my signet ring, and let's see. Where shall I go? I think I'm going to do a Carthag here. Let's get an intrigue card. Hey, Pro Sudak, stream is smooth with a few hiccups. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, what are the techs? Discard, okay. Okay, let's click this. Drag a tech here to acquire it. Well, I don't have the spice, so let's just get a negotiator. Deploy units. I'm going to go with 2 for now. Okay, what is... Oh, corner the market. Okay, so I need spice must flow. I could have gone for 3 troops there. I do have 2 daggers, but I'm kind of angling for second place, to be honest. And there were still a couple of agents there, and so I thought I'd rather hold a couple back. Okay, so right. No sell melange, no secure contract. Instead, we have this shipping thing. All right, we've got the reveal here, so that brings me to 6 strength. And with 2, okay, what's this bounty hunter? Okay, so this card has infiltrate. That little half agent that you see here means I can send it to a city space even if someone else is already there. And if I do that, it gets me 2 Solari. That's kind of interesting. You know what? I'm going to take it. I'm sure Arrakis Liaison is better at this point, but let's just get into some new stuff and see how it goes. Wow, Gurney Halleck picked up round 1. There's Kwisatz Haderach. There's Opulence. Okay, so the shipping track is one major difference here. Also notice that these tracks are these Landsrad spaces are different. So what was Hall of Oratory is now Tech Negotiation. You still get the Persuasion, but you don't get a troop anymore. Instead, you either get to add a tech negotiator. Okay, so I did get second place, which is kind of what I was going for there. Or you can buy a tech for a 1 spice discount. So the other new thing in Rise of Ix is technology. Ix is a planet full of technocrats. They make all kinds of technology. The most advanced people, I guess, or faction in the Imperium. Okay, let me... You know what? Let me go straight into another fold space here. We'll unlock interstellar shipping. And that's going to be good because I do have a Dune the Desert planet to send up there. Right. So Ix manufactures all kinds of awesome technology, and they sort of skirt the line as to what's allowed by the Great Convention, which forbids the making of thinking machines. But we have these technologies, and basically they're kind of like passive abilities that are going to boost you for the rest of the game, and they cost spice. So Spaceport here costs 5, Wind Traps cost 2, Invasion Ships cost 5. Each of these also gets you something when you buy it. But Wind Traps, for example, when you can win a conflict, get a water. That's just a passive ability for the rest of the game, which is very cool. Okay. So let me go up to interstellar shipping here. And do I want to advance? I want to advance at least once. Now I could recall immediately, and that would get me to 8 Solari. So I am going to do that. Okay, so I could take 2 spice, which would be good for getting technology. But I'm going to take the 5 Solari, which seems amazing, but all of my opponents each get 1 as well. So that actually boosts Sahan Embek here up to 8, which is kind of unfortunate for me, because he's probably going to beat me to Swordmaster. But that's what I decided to do there. No idea if that was optimal. Again, Rise of Ix is kind of new to me. I have played it before. David, can we get Sylvain's opinion on this? You know, unfortunately, Sylvain is not with me at the moment. Sylvain did not travel with me here. So we're going to have to wait to hear what Sylvain thinks about all of this once I get back to my home base in September. But I really appreciate, and I'll let him know that you were asking. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Okay, let's see. I could go for a firm grip or a guild ambassador. You know, that's an interesting call. I am already ahead on the guild track, so I could just go ahead. You know what? Let's just lean into that. There's also the Freeman camp. I'm going to go for the guild ambassador here. Firm grip is generally a card I think I like better, because it gets you faction influence, like 2 faction influence in 1 card a lot of the time. But given that I'm already ahead on the guild track, I'm going to lean into that, and I would like to get some spice to potentially pick up some technologies. Now, I need to be getting myself some dreadnoughts. So notice Rally Troops is gone, right? So the Rally Troops space, which was 4 Solari, sorry, was it 4 Solari? I think, yeah, 4 Solari for 4 troops, right? It's been replaced, and now there's this dreadnought space. So for 3 Solari, you get a dreadnought, and you may acquire a technology. Now you have to pay for that technology. Dreadnoughts basically are sort of permanent troops that are stronger. So typically a normal troop is worth 2 combat strength. A dreadnought is worth 3. But if you put a dreadnought into the conflict and you don't win, your dreadnought just goes straight back into your garrison. You can use it again the next round. which is pretty amazing. Now, for me, dreadnoughts are actually worth 4 strength, so I really want to get some dreadnoughts happening for myself. So I might do that next round if I can't get the Swordmaster. And oh, okay, actually, Sahinembek spent his Solari and got the Swordmaster already. So I really boosted him by giving him that bonus Solari. But it means that I'll be ready to get it this round. I'll have to use a fold space to do it, but that's okay. Jason Burke, have I played Uprising? Yeah, I have played Uprising. I played it twice. I played it twice in one day a few months ago, and I enjoyed it. It was interesting. You know, it was a lot. It gave me kind of the feeling of playing Dune for the first time, in the sense that there was so many things I didn't know, and I really had to think like, okay, what does this space do? What does that space do? What should I be doing with myself? So it was like this kind of confusion, but like an interesting confusion of like learning new things. So I did enjoy it. I only played 2 games of it. I'm definitely looking forward to trying it again. Do I like it more or less than the original game? I really can't say, given I don't have enough experience with it. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do now? There's 3 spice sitting here. I think, you know what? I may want to go shipping track again, get 5 more Solari, then get a Swordmaster, then get a Dreadnought. It's kind of interesting. I guess I can't do all those things. I should probably play a diplomacy. I'm going to get crazy and just throw another one. Get myself another fold space, just run up that track. It's a little weird. But that way I can use my guild administrator for spice rather than the influence. Jason, what did you think of Uprising? Gotta remember I have this corner of the market, so spice must flow is something that I want. Okay, I do have a tech negotiator, which means I can get a tech for 1. I can use that to basically get a discount on a tech. I don't know. It's all a bit overwhelming right now. Okay, Lito's got a load of Solari right now. Let me get my Swordmaster before I forget. Well, that's kind of nice. I can use the Dune to send to go to interstellar shipping, and I don't have to use the fold space. Now, that means I won't... It cost me like a persuasion this round, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. A lot of 4 costs sitting there. Oh yeah. I won't have the agent to get the Dreadnought this round, unfortunately. Have to wait till next round, I guess. Ooh, Lito's got some charisma. What's he going for? Opulence, I guess. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Let's do that. I wonder if I should advance again. You know what? Let me advance again. Interesting how they squeezed all of this stuff in here. It's a little weird having a blank spot there. Not sure if I'd rather have the Swordmaster like up at the top there or in the middle. Maybe it's fine like that. Just sort of weird having this blank spot. Okay, Beast is infiltrating. All right, so a lot of options for 4. I mean, the Smuggler's Thopter actually is pretty good for me right now. I've got the Guild Influence. That's drawing 2 cards. Let's just lean into that. I don't have a lot of Persuasion in my deck right now, so it's going to be hard for me to pick up Spice plus Flow. David, I kept control of shipping. Great play this turn. Thank you very much. Like I said, I really don't know what I'm doing too much. Having played Rise of Ix probably 4 times maybe. The physical version, and you know, it's been a while. So definitely a lot of strategy for me to learn, which is exciting. But yeah, the shipping track seems good. Look at the spice built up on that. Wow. Okay, Trade Monopoly, more shipping. So that's a new intrigue card. I mean a new combat card. Okay, there's that Bounty Hunter. Hopefully I can find a way to use that. Now this is a weird hand, although it's not too bad because I do want to go to Dreadnought. So I can use a dagger for that. But I have no Solari at the moment, so I'm going to have to go to shipping. But that's not bad. I can collect all of these rewards right now. Okay. What's left in my deck here? The Guild Ambassador. So next round, do I want to use it to get that? Or do I want to use it to get Spice? I don't know if I'm going to be ready to actually cash it in for victory points. I mean, there's also this 4 Spice sitting here. Oh, that's hard to pass up. What does my Signet Ring do again? Negotiator or buy a tech. Okay. You know what? This is too good. I can't just let 4 Spice sit there. So let me go in on that. Do I want to deploy units right now? We'll throw in 1. I don't know. Now the issue is, again, I have no Solari, and I want a Dreadnought, which means I have to go to Interstellar Shipping with my Signet Ring. And then I'll only have 1 action left, so I won't actually be able to deploy the Dreadnought this round, which is unfortunate. Hey, Austrian Alucard, greetings. Greetings to you. Okay, so what are these techs? Because if I go here, that's going to give me a 2 discount. I've already got a 1 discount. The signet ring will be another one. So that's 2, 3, 4 discount I could get. Freighter recalled. Okay. Okay, there's a Solari for me. So I could get... I could get a spaceport. I could get invasion ships. So this means once per round I can activate the invasion ships to make it so enemy agents don't block my agent. That's pretty good, I feel. Spaceport would draw me cards. Lets me put the cards I acquire on top of my deck, which is very cool. I may not get to use my bounty hunter. Unfortunately, I mean, I can. And that would be good. I guess if I were to do that, that would get me the Solari for the Dreadnought, but I think I'd rather use the Signet Ring and go to shipping. So let me do this. Let's get another negotiator. Let's advance and recall. Okay, so I'm going to get all of these bonuses. All right, let's start with the influence. Maybe we'll go for Freeman just to kind of unlock that. Or do I want to just immediate... You know what? If I go guild, that gets me the Solari as well. Let me do that. Okay, I'm running out of time, which is bad. Let me go Spice. And let me go here. I'm going to take invasion ships. Okay. Brian Ferguson, good morning to you. Is Ix free? No, it's not free. It's about $14. I'm not sure what it is Australian, probably something like that. $14, $15. So yeah, it's not a free expansion. You gotta have the base game, and then you gotta pay for the expansion. Oh, I wanted to go to Dreadnought. That sucks. Okay, what new technologies have popped up here? Holtzman engine, round star, draw card. Oh, wow. Endgame, worth a victory point if you have at least 2 the spice must flow. I mean, that's something I really would like to get. Sonic Snoopers, get an intrigue card, trash this, put any number of your intrigue cards on the bottom of the intrigue deck, then draw that many intrigue cards. Interesting. Okay. You know what? I'm tempted to just immediately buy this Holtzman engine. Draw a card at the start of every round? That's kind of wild. Can I get it? Yeah, I can. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't know what I'm doing, but that seems fun. Draw an extra card every round? Okay, I really need to get into the Spice Must Flows now. And I'm not doing well at that at all. I don't have High Council. I've got like no persuasion in my deck because I bought this Bounty Hunter. I bought Guild Administrator. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. Let's see here. For 2, the administrator is normally what I would get, but you know what? I really need persuasion. I'm going to take a liaison. I already have the guild alliance. Now, I could lose it, of course, but yeah, I need spice must flow, so I feel like the 2 persuasion from the Arrakis liaison is kind of more what I need at the moment. Okay, so I came second with that 1 troop, so that was pretty good. I've got 7 troops in my garrison, so I'm kind of ready to go for some conflicts. Oh, that's nice. Siege of Carthage. Okay. Yes, extra card. Love that. If I have 3 more techs, I don't have that. But that advanced weaponry, that's pretty good for me. Now, can I get 3 spice so that I can actually activate that victory point? There's 2 sitting there. I could just get 2 also from interstellar shipping. I'm kind of lost as to what I should be doing right now. I'd like to get the victory point out of that. 2 spice, 2 spice. I can't really get both of those things, though. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to advance twice right now. I don't really know what I'm doing there. But at least that'll get me influence. And I'm weak on that. As you can see, I have 0 influence with everybody except the guild right now. You know what? Maybe I should have tried to get High Council. I think that may have been a mistake. I maybe should have just dropped straight down, gotten the Solari, gone for the High Council seat, because, like, I need Spice Must Flow big time. I need 2 at least to activate the corner of the market and to activate my Holtzman engine. Okay, I do have these invasion ships. I got to remember this. So if I'm blocked somewhere, I can still use that. What techs have come in here? Shuttle Fleet, Roundstar, get 2 Solari. Buy it, get 2 influence. Interesting. So one thing that is definitely obvious, maybe it's not obvious, but something I'm noticing is that spice, there's a higher demand for spice with Rise of Ix. Previously, it was basically Hayliner. And that's what you needed your spice for. But now all these techs are asking for spice. Everybody's got their hand out. Okay, can I get another Solari and get High Council this round? Hey, Black Shadow. Good to see you. Can I get a Solari somehow? I don't see a way to do it. What's in my deck here? Various things. You got the hot fix? I don't know. I hope so. I'm not going to be able to activate this ambassador, so I should just use it. Do I want to mentat? Not really. I guess I need... let me just do Dreadnought. I'll take the spice. Can't... I guess I could get this Sonic Snoopers, but I don't want it. Decline and turn. There was an update a couple hours after release to fix some stuff. Well, I only downloaded, or I don't know, I only launched the game after that had happened, I think, so I'm hoping I've got everything I need. Okay, so in terms of the victory points, I've really not been paying too much attention to what everyone else is up to here because I'm just focused on like what is even going on. But Frostbite is in the lead here on Lido at the moment with 5 victory points. I've got 3 with kind of nothing close happening here. Interesting new sound effects for the shipping track. Now, I do want to get in on this conflict. Aha, a stolen alliance. So Sahin Mbek here evens things out by taking a point away from Lido. So reconnaissance is going to be my way in here. I've got a whole bunch of troops. I have this dreadnought, which I might as well throw in there. Now, unfortunately, I'm 1 Solari short from being able to deploy a second one. But that's okay. Do I want to draw a card for some reason? I feel like not really. I think I'd rather have the intrigue card at this point. I do have the 2 daggers to back this up as well. So let's go ahead and... strategic push. 2 swords. If you win this conflict, 2 Solari. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay, so let's throw in the Dreadnought and 2... okay. Right, so it's 3 units you can throw in. So the Dreadnought plus 2 troops. Okay. Let's do that. I've got the daggers. I've got the strategic push. Now, I can't use the combat part of this intrigue card because I don't have 3 techs. I have 2 techs. Black Shadow, new to Ix? Yeah, kind of. Very well, basically, yes. I've played Rise of Ix in person on the tabletop 3 or 4 times. And that was probably about 4 months ago. So yeah, it's basically new to me, not totally new, but in terms of, you know, what I should be doing and kind of what's going on, I'm taking it all in still, which is exciting. Okay. Beast has, jumped ahead a little bit, but I've got the daggers to tie him up. And then if I need to, I've got the strategic push, which isn't a lot, but hopefully it'll work. All right, let's reveal. And with my 2 persuasion, let's get another liaison. Again, I need to increase the persuasion in my deck to hopefully get some spice must flow at some point. Now, Beast having 1 more agent means I'm probably not going to end up winning this conflict, which is unfortunate, but we'll see. Hardy Warriors. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to win this conflict. Yeah, I'm very not going to win this conflict.
Hey, Canada. Thank you for...
Whoa. Um. Okay, so am I going to do this? No. Now, I'm at 4 intrigue cards, but luckily I'm the first player here, so that's going to be fine. Guild Bank Raid coming up here. Now, unfortunately, I'm still 1 Solari short from going straight into a High Council. But let me just go ahead and burn that right now. And make sure that that's all good. All right, and I'm going to want... I wonder if I should just start burning these fold spaces. It's a little strange. I think I'm going to go to shipping. So we'll advance. We'll take a negotiator. Oh, my timer. Let's recall. I'm going to take the Solari there. Come on, animations. Oh my god. Panicking. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I missed my chance to actually get a tech. Wait. No, it bought a tech for me. Okay, what did I get? What did I get? Shuttle fleet? Okay, well. You know what? It's not the worst. It's not the best. But it is what it is. I would have preferred to hang on to that spice, to be honest with you, but yeah. So I'm going to be running out of time on my terms a lot because I'm just trying to figure out what the heck's going on here. And unfortunately, that's something I really hope they fix, is that I don't think your timer should be running down while you're waiting for animations to happen. I think that's kind of cheap. I just think it's deceptive to the player. You think you have this much time left, but you actually don't. Like, the UI is essentially lying to you. Because your timer is being eaten up by all those animations. We had to watch as an animation as each person got 1 Solari. Anyway, it is what it is. I now have 3 techs, which means I can use this for a combat card. We'll see if that ends up mattering. Okay. Well, I do want the High Council seat. Do I need to get it right now? Not necessarily. Okay, I don't really need more Solari, but I do want that influence. And I don't really want the intrigue card right now with the Bene Gesserit, so I'm going to do that. We'll draw a card. It's a diplomacy. Not going to use that right now. And my next play is going to be fold space, I think, to High Council and hope that I draw something that gives me an influence, and I'm guaranteed to. So that'll get me a Spice Must Flow. Someone could keep putting an agent and reversing the move to abuse it to gain time. Not sure I understand how that would work, but I feel like there'd be a way to, work around that or make it so that wouldn't work. Um, so yeah, my goal is to get a Spice Must Flow here. I don't really need the Solari, so it's okay that I'm not throwing my Dreadnought in, although ideally I'd be throwing it in every round just to force everyone else to spend troops. Yeah. Once again, my Bounty Hunter is not going to end up mattering. Okay. Yeah, so let's do this. Kwisatz Haderach. I hadn't noticed who picked that up. I think this might be the first use of it in the game. Maybe not, though. Like I said, I've been very focused on my own thing here, and I have not been paying too much attention. Very close game in terms of the victory points. 5-5, 4-5. I do need to make sure I'm getting some spice so that I can activate my guild administrator next round for the victory point. So I've got to keep an eye on that. What was this thing I got? Oh yeah, round start, get 2 Solari. Thanks, AI. Jacob, you've played lots of regular Imperium, but not Ix. Can someone explain the key differences? All right, well, the key differences are... hold on, let me get to that in a second. All right, let's get a Spice Must Flow. So that's one. I need at least one more to trigger a bunch of victory points. Okay, so let's say one of the key differences is notice some of these board spaces up here are different. There's no more Selma Land. There's no more Secure Contract. Instead, you have these spaces that activate a shipping track. Okay, so when you go to one of these spaces and you activate this shipping symbol, you move your tracker up this shipping track here, or you drop it all the way down to the bottom and collect all the rewards along the way. So it's a different way of getting Solari or Spice or Influence or troops or technology. So there are also these technologies you can buy, which are kind of like passive bonuses that'll help you for the rest of the game. They cost Spice. And one of the key, the interstellar shipping here activates that shipping track twice. So you can go up and immediately come down to get this reward, or you can go up too, and that requires 2 guild influence. So similar to the way Siege Tabor requires 2 Freeman influence, there's now another space on the board that requires 2 guild influence. Another difference is there's no more rally troops. Instead, there's this dreadnought space. So you can buy dreadnoughts, and they're like troops, except they're worth 3 combat instead of 2. And if you don't win the conflict, they go back into your garrison. You can use them again. There's a few more details, but that's kind of the basics, I guess, of what's different, as well as having different leaders. All right, so people picked up some Solari. Not a big deal for me, personally. Battle for Imperial Basin. Okay, well, I do have a hefty garrison, but so does kind of everybody else. Nobody is lined up for a Hayliner. I've got some combat cards I could use. There's that ambassador. Again, I need spice. I need spice. I could go get water here, then try to pick up this. load of spice so that I can activate my ambassador. Smuggler's Thopter here is quite nice because that gets me 2 cards, which could help me buy Spice Must Flow this round, so that's something I'm going to want to do. I do have the ability to buy another Dreadnought also from that Intrigue card. What did she just get? How come clicking on text doesn't show me her text? That seems... Reveal turn. Wow, 4 swords if you have a seat on the High Council. Every reveal? That's awesome. Hmm. 7 victory points up here for Kai Xuan's. I'm at 6. What is this? Interesting. Okay. I need to get the spice for this. Does anyone else have 2 water? No. Okay, so I think I'm going to go here. Get myself the water to be able to pick up that 4 spice. Do I want to throw in? You know what? Let's throw them in. I could do this right now, but I am planning to visit a combat space anyway, so let me hold off on that. Also, yeah, let me hold off on that. Okay, so this is going to be a pitched battle. Why is there this little tech icon here? Oh, okay, reminding us of that. Yeah, that's pretty significant. That is pretty significant. Now, I wonder if I'm better off using that as a combat intrigue. Because if I use it to get a Dreadnought, then deploying that Dreadnought takes the place of a troop that I could otherwise deploy. So if I want to maximize my strength for just this round, I actually shouldn't get the Dreadnought, even though I kind of want to. Okay, well, I have to do this. Let's get some cards. Let's see what we get. Okay, Liaison, that's good news. Convincing Argument, that's good news. It's still not quite at Spice Must Flow, which is unfortunate. I don't know if I'm going to make it to there. Okay. If I put in 2 troops, that brings me to 12. She's still got that +4. You know what? I don't think I'm going to win this. So I'm going to do it this way. Just get the Dreadnought out there now. And if I do that... is that a waste? Probably, but you know what? I'm just going to roll for it. I'm just going to go. Hey, Nicholas Tosseroni, good to see you. Yes, it's Rise of X. Rise of X. It's time. It hurts. It really hurts not to get a Spice Must Flow right now, because that would... One Spice Must Flow is worth 3 points for me right now. Potentially 4. But I can't get it. So I have this corner of the market. Currently, I only have 1 Spice Must Flow. I also have this Holtzman engine, which is worth another point. Okay. Dagger to get 1 persuasion. Hey, Min Long, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. I did not really see that, but I like it. Now, it's a little... It hurts a little bit to lose the dagger for this conflict that I'm fighting for, but that's definitely the right move. So, yeah, great. Thank you very much. Let's do it. And I'm just going to get a negotiator, I think. What techs are even available? Whenever you recruit troops on the shipping track, recruit an additional troop, you may deploy them to conflict. That's actually very cool. But at this point... no. I'll just take a negotiator right now. And great. That's really great. Okay, she had 3 more swords there. So I could add 2 to tie it up there. I think I'm going to have to try, because I don't want her getting 2 victory points. I'd rather neither of us get any. That 1 dagger could have made the difference, but yeah, it was still the right decision to be able to get the Spice Must Flow right now. Any intrigue cards here? It's kind of hard to see. Yes, 2. Okay, well... Okay, let's get the victory point out of the ambassador. Let's get a Spice Must Flow. Okay, so that's putting me in a really nice position. I have 3... Well, I've got 2 more points now. I've got the corner of the market as well as the Holtzman engine. Okay, I have to do this. Tiebreaker. Okay. Well, you got to go for it. What was that crazy sound effect? Maybe that was the sound effect of... Okay, so when you win a conflict with a dreadnought, you get to take control of a space. So she is taking control of Arakeen. And now it's the battle for Arakeen. So that's good timing for her. She has no garrison, though. Okay, I have 6 spice and I have a diplomacy, so that's great news for me. It's Hayliner time, baby. This is looking good now. I don't necessarily have to do it immediately. Nobody else has enough spice to get there. Now, there could be weird, tricksy things I don't know about. Tree-like Yeah, it's the dreadnought noises. Mattia Peretti, Sageza for the single influence point. Is this Sageza? I guess so. By Cyclops. That's an interesting name. I wish we had Sonic Snoopers for maybe another conflict card. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's this. Okay. Hayliner and then Research Station. Eugene Bang. I like that plan. I like that plan. Beast is currently almost maxed out on garrison troops. Does he have any negotiators? Where does it show that? Okay. So let's just do this. Okay, look at that. Look at that army. Okay, that's pretty good. On their stack of numbers on the left, that's negotiators. Okay. Yeah, this UI is like, I mean, maybe just have to get used to it, but at the moment, it's a lot harder to read. Okay, what's the leader's signet ring? It's Ixion technology. You either get a tech negotiator or you can acquire a technology. So a tech negotiator basically means you take one of your troops and set it somewhere, I guess over here. And whenever you acquire a tech, you can use a negotiator to get a discount of 1 spice. Acquire a tech means you're allowed to buy one of these technologies, but you still have to pay for it. But you can use negotiators to get a discount. So I currently have these techs. I've got to remember these invasion ships. This ability to not be blocked somewhere. And these other passive ones, just a card at the start of every round, Solari at the start of every round. So, am I going to get another negotiator, or do I want to acquire something? I mean, I guess... I guess it's just going to be a negotiator. Which maybe will never matter, but... I don't have any spice, so I can't get, you know, the snoopers for an intrigue card even if I wanted to. It's kind of weird I'm mousing over these things, but then it's popping up. Okay. Eugene Bang, maybe Mentat now. That's an interesting idea. What's the last card in my deck? It's a reconnaissance. Look at the resources over here. I mean, it's good to take it away from Leto. It doesn't do a ton for me. No one else has 2 water for Research Station, but there is always the risk of like a water peddlers union or something, and someone could surprise me and take it there. 0 intrigue cards, 2 intrigue cards, 2 intrigue cards. Yeah, the opponents robbing each other is pretty funny. I'm going to risk it. I am going to go to the Mentat. I do like that idea, I think. Although, I wonder if I might need the persuasion. Well, this basically gets me a persuasion anyway. And I have the tech to not be blocked. You're right, tree-like. Okay, so let's just get that done. Yeah, I sort of wish there was a way for me to just always see my text without having to click on them. Like, this space is not being used here other than for my chat. It would be helpful to just always see my text. It's easy to kind of forget about them. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to have 3 dreadnoughts for sure. Hardy Warriors. Okay, Leto's going to get in on this. So this is not a guaranteed victory for me right now, but I am going to put in more troops. So I should be good, I think. I'm going to use the reconnaissance right now to give myself more options with the signet ring. Oh, okay. I really want to get some spice. Can I get 3 spice? No. I cannot. It'd be nice to be able to squeeze another victory point. So I am 1 persuasion short, unfortunately. How am I going to deal with that? Yes, I can. How? Oh, end turn. Sorry. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, good eye by Cyclops and Minlong. I can get 2 spice there and 1 from the spice must flow on reveal. Yes. And Eugene, the 1 persuasion plays. Yeah, I mean, the problem is I'd have to send the guild ambassador there to make it work. Because if I send the signet ring, I lose 1 persuasion from the signet ring to get 1 back, so it doesn't bring me to 9. Yeah, guild ambassador to Hall of Oratory lets me buy a spice must flow. Alternatively, I get spice and then get the point out of the guild ambassador. But I guess the spice must flow is better. Just to make sure I have the most. I haven't been paying attention to everyone else's spice must flows, but I think I'm ahead, but probably better to put myself further ahead. So unfortunately that does mean, yeah, using the ambassador there. Hey, I just heard a little ding notification. I will call out and shout out whoever that was in just a moment, but thank you for making that ding. Okay. This way. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. Spice for potential tiebreaker, yes. And I could get an intrigue card here. I could spend a spice to get an intrigue card, basically. I guess I'll do that. Water Peddlers Union. Okay. All right, well, Black Shadow, is it just you that's having the stream stop? No, it's not. I think it's unfortunately the internet where I am is not totally stable. Okay, well I might as well get the water again for maybe tiebreaker or something. We will reveal. And we'll get a spice must flow. Yeah, I'm not in my normal place. Oh, yeah, I could have transformed that water. Okay, you're right, by Cyclops. Yeah. I could have turned that into something else. Oh, no. What is Leto doing? Blackmail. Can he? Oh, no. Oh, no. 19. Okay. Just scaring me, I guess. All right. Victory belongs to Prince Romber. Choose a location to control with your dreadnought. Whatever. Imperial Basin. Do I get to choose two? Okay. Plans within plans. Corner the market. How are we doing here? There's 13. There's 14. Ooh. Inspire Dread. Win a conflict. You had 2 dreadnoughts. Shipping magnate. Recall. Okay. 14-point victory. Honestly, I'm not sure if I've done that before. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Very fun. Appreciate everyone for the helpful suggestions. There were a couple of key ones there that I really appreciate. Well, that was cool. That was very cool. All right, let's get right into another one, shall we? Okay, let's just create one. Same. Well, let's go. I've never tried the epic game mode. I really have no idea what it is or how it works. I think you played at 12 victory points. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it just like standard for now, since there's already a lot of things to get used to. Epic is more different than it looks. How so? One of the cards in your deck gets replaced, right? So you can trash stuff more easily, I think. Okay, we've got some other new leaders here. What's this? Elisa Ekaz. 1 step ahead. Round start. Set aside a card from your hand. At the start of your second turn in a round, reveal that card and return it to your hand. If you use it to send an agent this turn, either get a Spice or a Solari, depending if it has exactly 1 agent icon. It's a lot of text. That's an interesting... So you can get basically just an extra Solari or Spice every round as long as you are able to plan ahead. I like that. Guild contacts, you can spend a Solari for a fold space. That's interesting. Conflict deck is changed. Okay. Starting with intrigues, bigger garrison. Huh. Princess Yuna for second seat, says by Cyclops, so she's been taken. Tessia Vernius. That's a lot of stuff to read right now. So I think I'm going to go with Elisa Ikaz. And let's just do that. I'll definitely try epic mode, you know, at some point, just not right now. Choose a card to set aside. It'll return to your hand at the start of your second turn. Okay. I think I want to use diplomacy and seek allies probably this round. So let's do that. Now, okay, if it has exactly one agent icon, get a spice, otherwise get a Solari. Okay, so I'll be getting a Solari out of it if I manage to use it. Oh, it's me. Okay, so let's, you know what? Let's just grab some Solari there. And end the turn. True, like, do you have to play the reserve card to get the reward? Yes, you have to use it to send an agent in order to get that bonus. You know what? I kind of regret not going to fold space, I think, but that's fine. I'm so used to going to wealth early. But fold space, I think, is higher priority, perhaps, in Rise of Ix. Anyway, that's fine. We'll see how it goes. Apologies for the stream instability. Like I said, I'm on the road. It's lucky I was even able to get access to a place to stream at all. So, okay. Not a lot of places to go here. Maybe I just go Hardy Warriors and go for the victory point. It's a little bit weird, but let's do that. I'm going to have 3 persuasion. Okay, what's this? In the Shadows. So Bene Gesserit card goes to Landsrat or cities. If you have 2 Bene Gesserit influence, you may discard a card to get an influence. That's interesting. Reveal is Bene Gesserit influence. That's cool. Or anytime you discard or trash the card, you get to activate that with the unload ability. So that's another difference in Rise of Ix. You have this unload thing. Basically, it means that unload cards get to activate the reveal ability when the card is discarded or trashed, as well as when it's revealed, which is pretty cool. Elesa is much better in immortality because of graft. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, unfortunately, that In the Shadows card is gone. That looked really cool. Okay. 3 persuasion. Do I want an assassination mission? I don't currently have a way to trash anything. Missionaria Protectiva, I don't know. You know what? Let's take it. And a liaison. In the Shadows is a great card. It looks like a great card. What's this? Jameis. Okay, Freeman. That's nice. That's really nice. Freeman access any infiltrates. You can go there whether there's other agents there or not. I like that. Also trash a card. Cool. I think I'm recording this stream locally on my computer as well. So hopefully after the fact, I can upload a version without the stream breaks in it. So if you're watching this, you know, on YouTube after the live stream and you don't know what I'm talking about when we're talking about the stream pausing or whatever, that's because it's been fixed. Okay, so this is round 2. Choose a card to set aside. Well, this is tricky. I'm player 1. I kind of think it's going to have to be the Signet Ring because that's the most versatile one. If I did a Dune the Desert Planet, I might not have anywhere to send it. So we will do that. And I think I'm going to go up here to shipping. And we're going to advance, obviously. Okay, I was confused. I was like, why do I have so few cards in my hand? Okay, there's the Signet Ring. Now, what are these techs, by the way? Training drones. That's interesting. Artillery. Okay. Do I want to try to get in on this conflict? I don't think so. Maybe a dreadnought? I don't know. Is that crazy? I think it's crazy. I don't know. I'm just going to go up here to Tech Negotiator. Yeah, let's get a fold space for a Solari. Let's get a Negotiator. And we'll end the turn. I don't know. If I'd used the dagger there, I would have been up to 5. I could have picked up the Sardaukar Legion, which would have been good. But playing the Signet Ring did a couple things for me. Let me buy a fold space. It gave me an extra Solari. So I think that was probably better in the long run. Okay, now I kind of like getting Jameis here. Duncan, Idaho is cool, but I don't know. This Jameis is pretty interesting to me. Also, yeah, he combos well with Elias's ability, which I think is what you're saying by Cyclops. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get some Jameis. Whoa, what is that? What is this? Ix Guild Compact. 3 cost. Look at the art on that. I love it. Discard 2 cards to get a Dreadnought. Reveal for 2 negotiators with overload or unload. Wow. So there's a bunch of cards that I've never seen from Rise of Ix because I've only played it a couple of times. So that's always fun. I love being surprised by new cards in expansions in the middle of a game. It's one of my favorite things. What is this? In the Shadows again. Okay, so there's a couple of those. Get Jameis and Crash. What is Crash? Trade Monopoly. Monopoly. Okay, set a card aside this round. What's it going to be? Maybe Dagger? See if I can make that work. So I'm thinking I'm going to go to shipping in order to collect the Solari and then hopefully go to Swordmaster. Okay. I can't go to shipping. That sucks. That sucks. What do I want to do then? I guess just a Carthag. It's going to feed some spice to somebody. Or do I want to draw a card for some reason? Maybe. Now let's just go Carthag. Dispatch an envoy. Okay, that's interesting. I will take another fold space. And I'll throw in one troop here and see what that gets for me. I mean, the game is very different for sure. I haven't really taken a look at Tessia here. So she starts with a poison snoop or a snooper token at the second position on every track, and then whenever she hits 2 influence with that faction, she gets some kind of bonus, and it kind of goes through a list. Signet ring, lose an influence to gain 1 influence with a faction where you have a snooper token. So she can manipulate her influence. Okay. So my plan really didn't work in terms of being able to get the Swordmaster. Do I want a Mentat? Not really. Do I want a Dreadnought? I mean, I could get Artillery for 1, or for free, I guess. +1 sword for each revealed card that provides 1 or more sword. It's kind of extra swords. You know what? Let's just do it. Can I pick up the training drones? No. Okay, let's get the artillery. I guess I could have used Dispatch and Envoy to send the dagger somewhere else, now that I think about it. That could have been better, but anyway, whatever. I've got myself a Dreadnought now. And I've spent a bunch of my Solari. Oh my god. And this poor assassination mission really needs to get itself trashed. So I need to get another spice and then go to selective breeding, I guess. All right. Do I want a Spice Hunter? Do I want to Spice Smugglers? I'm going to say no. Do I want just a Liaison? I think so. What did I get? I mean, that sort of leans me toward a Spice Hunter, I guess. Let's just do the Spice Hunter. All right. So yeah, I took the Spice Hunter basically because it has a sword on it, and this artillery boosts all the swords that I reveal. Okay, an intrigue card or a water. That's kind of an interesting choice here. I might actually take the water right now. Guild Bank raid. I could use some Solari. Okay, what am I going to set aside this time? A Dune the Desert Planet, maybe? Or a Diplomacy? Hmm. I want to go... Okay, it's going to be the Diplomacy. See how it works. Ah, that got taken again. Rough. Rough. Last game I was all over that shipping track. In this game I am nowhere. Why do I have so much persuasion right now? 2, 4, 6, 7. Where's that extra one coming from? Oh, because I've got, right, this diplomacy set aside. It's tricky. I kind of wish there was a different mechanism for that. I don't like it being over there. I'd like it maybe to be like sideways up here or grayed out or something. But that's how they've done it. Okay, well, I guess I pick up this spice and then I go to the selective breeding, which was kind of my plan. And I might as well throw in the Dreadnought at least. Do I also throw in... Yeah, let's throw in a troop as well. Why not? I would love to be able to get this opulence here. Don't know if it's going to happen. Okay, there's the diplomacy. Yeah, so that's got to be the selective breeding so that I can trash this assassination mission. So let's just do it. Goodbye to romance. Okay. There's a bunch of cards I can't use. It does get me back up to 6 persuasion, which is cool. I've got 8 Solari now, so next round I should be able to get something rolling. Although, unfortunately, I'll be going after Swittenol here, who is very likely going to pick up the Swordmaster next round, so I probably won't get the chance, but maybe. You never know. Thank you to whoever subscribed earlier. I didn't get a notification for it. But anyway, I appreciate you subscribing, and anyone else who is watching, feel free to subscribe as well so you don't miss any more awesome Dune Imperium stuff. There's a little bit of Clank stuff. There's a little bit of Root stuff. So, join in. Join the bandwagon. You can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon. I won't be on Twitch for a little while until I get home, probably around September. But you can feel free to follow me there so that you'll see it when I show up. All right, looks like I am going to get that opulence, which is just phenomenal. And I'm going to get a bunch of Solari as well by the looks of things. So that's good news. I wonder what I'm going to take control of with this Dreadnought. Maybe Imperial Basin? I could also kind of steal Carthag away for a round. Maybe that's the move. That 2 negotiators on reveal is pretty cool. What other techs are here, by the way? Flagship. Look at that. Jacob Godar, how did you get into streaming, dearest Bludgeon? You know what? I actually got into it a number of years ago. I was into Heroes of the Storm, which is Blizzard's like League of Legends type game. And I became a commentator for an amateur league of Heroes of the Storm, which is called the Nexus League, NGS, Nexus Gaming Series, which still exists. And so I was doing like casting for that league, which I really enjoyed. And that's how I got started with streaming. And then, when Dune Imperium came out, I decided to get into that. Hey, Black Shadow, thanks so much for tuning in. And good luck with your own stream whenever you do that. Cheers. Choose a location. Oh, right. Let's steal Carthag away for a round. That seems like fun. Okay, let's set Jameis aside. That seems like a great kind of a move. Yeah, so Swordmaster, unfortunately, not going to happen for me right now, but I could go ahead and grab the High Council seat, and there is a Chome Directorship available, so that's kind of enticing. Whoa. I mean, I'm tempted to go here just to steal that, but I'm not going to do it. Let's go ahead and get the High Council seat. I think it's a good time for it. Now, I'm not going to actually be able to make it to 8, unfortunately. My next play is going to be Jameis. I also could have considered another Dreadnought, because I can't use the one that I just won with. So the weird thing about Dreadnoughts is if you win a conflict with a Dreadnought, then you send it to take control of one of these spaces for a round, and you can't use it for the following conflict. But I'm okay with getting the High Council seat. I think that's a reasonable thing, but yeah, it'd be nice to have another Dreadnought, I guess. So Jameis is going to be going to Still Suits by the looks of things. Kind of want somebody to go to Carthag just so I can steal that Solari. Look at the victory points here. 6 victory points already on round 5. The rest of us are at 2 and 3. This is something. Now, here's a question for you, chat. I don't know the answer to this. If I use Dispatch and Envoy on Jameis, does that infiltrate apply to all of those factions, or does it just apply to Freeman? Anyway, I'm just going to use it here, but I'm curious about that. I guess I could have, you know what? I could just early reveal. I could early reveal and get the Chom directorship. That's what I'm going to do. That seems better. That seems better. Yeah. I think that was a better play. Okay. What is this? Web of Power. Infiltrate on Bene Gesserit. If you have 2 Imperial Influence, get 2 Solari. If you have 2 Spacing Guild Influence, draw a card. If you have 2 Freeman Influence, get a water. Wow. That seems pretty good. And reveal for an influence with any faction and a persuasion. Yeah, that's a nice card. You're right, Jacob. It is so satisfying playing the directorship. Bam, 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 bam. I guess I can just leave that out there, and then will my hand appear over here? I don't know. We'll see how that works. It's kind of in the way, though. Yeah, I feel like they could do better with the UI on text. So it's a pretty late Swordmaster for me, unfortunately. Is it worth doing? Probably still is, but yeah, it's definitely late. Okay, we've got a disconnect, it looks like, from Logan here. So we'll see if he gets back. Okay, what do we got for text here? Let's just take a look. Restricted ordnance, reveal turn. If you have a seat on the High Council, get 4 swords. That's a really nice passive bonus there. Flagship, get a victory point immediately. I mean, that makes sense. You're paying 8 spice for it. And then you can activate it, pay 4 Solari to get 3 troops. Okay. Sonic Snoopers. Yeah, we had that last game. Okay, so yeah, Logan has unfortunately been replaced by the AI here. Oh, and he gets a flagship. Wow. Okay, why can't I click on someone's text? That really seems like a problem. I have to go here and here. Okay. Oh, someone did go to Carthag. Okay, so I got the stolen Solari from my Dreadnought. That's fun. Glimpse the Path. That's a new one. What is this? Appropriate? Or is it appropriate? Okay, so activate shipping. Or freighter? Is that what that's called? Freighter? The freighter icon? When you buy it, freighter. That seems oddly named. If you have 2 Imperial Influence, acquire a tech, you may use Solari instead of Spice for this purchase. That's interesting. That is interesting. All right, everybody gets Solari except for me. Terrible purpose. What is this thing? Acquired. Do I set opulence aside? It's kind of risky. I probably want to just play it immediately. So no. Diplomacy, I guess. Although I want to get Swordmaster, right? So is it actually fold space? Although if I don't get Swordmaster right away, Snaker might... No, Snaker already has it. Who doesn't have it? Yellow and blue. I'm yellow. Blue. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. But I might. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's just start off with this. I'm still just sitting at this spot on the shipping track, man. Oh boy. Someday. Someday I will activate that shipping track. Victory points are fairly even right now. 4, 4, 6, 5. Round 7 is coming up. No one has a lot of spice at the moment. So Hateline are not an immediate concern. A lot of Solari. Everybody has tons of Solari. That's kind of weird. 11, 14, 10, 16. What is going on there? Hey, Nuvrin. Yes, Ix just came out digitally today. I am enjoying it. Yeah. There's a lot to kind of wrap my head around. It's mostly new to me. I've played it a couple times in person. But yeah, mostly I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. It's kind of late for a Swordmaster. I am wondering if I should just go for a Dreadnought, to be honest. But I've got a load of Solari, so let's just do it. I guess I'm going to send the diplomacy to Fold Space to get the victory point. Unlock shipping as well. Interstellar shipping, that is. Again, apologies for the stream. The internet is not as stable as I had thought that it would be here at my friend's house. So yeah, apologies for that. Yeah, pretty sure it's going to be diplomacy to Fold Space. Okay, and that is that. Do I want this? I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. What's this? Ixian Engineer. Acquire tech. If you have 3 more techs, trash this card for a victory point. I don't think I have the spice really to support that. Ooh, activating the final delivery. That's such a strange thing to have a signet ring have a cost of 7 Solari to activate. It's pretty wild. Yeah, the way these texts are displayed, like, why is it overriding my hand? I mean, I guess because if I had other texts, they would go there, but it'd be nice if there's a way to just kind of see that all the time. Okay, so yeah, this Ixian engineer, I feel like, is not really going to do it for me. The ambassador. Could I steal that alliance? Maybe. Or do I go for the Freeman camp to try to win a conflict? It's a tough call. I think we'll go with the Freeman camp because at least it's persuasion. If nothing else, it's 2 persuasion and 2 swords given my tech. Yeah, I want to end my turn. Power play. I think that's the first power play I've seen in 2 games. That is one of the cool things about the expansion is it adds a lot of new cards to the Imperium deck, which is cool because it's, you know, new interesting things, but it also means that you're going to see the old things less often, or you're going to see anything less often. So more variety game to game is cool. What is this? Truthsayer. Emperor, Bene Gesserit, Landsrat access. Bene Gesserit card and an Emperor card. You may discard a card to draw a card. Okay. Private Army. Another private army. Everybody's got private armies. That's hilarious. All right. Well, I mean, it's good for me. They're both burning all of the resources here to just kind of keep it the way it was going to be anyway. It's not necessarily the best that Swittenel is getting another victory point here, so that puts her to 7. Grand Vision. Okay. Interesting. Huh. What am I going to set aside this time? I'm player 4. I think the first thing I'm probably going to want to play is the Fold Space, so let's put the Signet Ring aside for now. Not sure what to go for here. The Emperor Alliance is the main thing I was thinking about. Another option could be selective breeding in order to try to get enough for a Spice Must Flow. Yeah, it's looking like it's probably going the way of, who is this character? Tessia Vernius. But it's not over till it's over. Ooh, Spaceport. Okay, that draws 2 cards. What is this undo acquired thing? And undo acquired again. What is that about? I'm trying to think if I want to go to selective breeding or if I just grab the Emperor's Alliance right now. I think I better just do that. It's Solari that I don't really need. But yeah, I think I better just do that. I have not been making great use of this Dreadnought that I got. I've used it in 1 conflict. I did win that conflict, and I took control of Carthage with it. I did steal a Solari, but, you know, ideally, if you have a Dreadnought, you want to be throwing it in every round, I feel. Because it doesn't cost you, you know, the unit goes back if you don't win, so it kind of forces everyone else to burn more troops, theoretically. Anyway, it hasn't been happening. What am I going to do with that signet ring? Don't know. I don't know. Maybe Siege Tabor? Some water could potentially be handy. I could also use a dispatch and envoy and send the dagger to selective breeding, and that might get me enough for a Spice Must Flow, actually. That might be the play. It means I won't get the bonus from my ability, which would be a Solari, from using the signet ring, but that's kind of whatever at this point. I don't need the Solari. But I could use victory points. Ooh boy, up to 9 here. Careful observation. Okay. So if she wins that, she can steal my Emperor's Alliance, which would be really bad. I think I have to use the dagger for this. I'd like to use the signet ring, but I think it's a little bit too risky. I need to make sure I get to 9. So let me just do this. Okay, well, we did it. And I do still have an agent left. Hopefully Leto can win this conflict, but it's not looking likely. And so that's probably game. If Tessa Vernius wins this, she gets 2 influence with the faction of her choice. She could take her pick. She could take the Emperor Alliance away from me to get her 10th victory point. She could take the Bene Gesserit Alliance for her 10th victory point. That would also get her an intrigue card. So that's bad. It's very bad. But there's not anything I can do about that. I think it's probably Signet Ring just to siege Tabor, get myself a water. Throw in my Dreadnought just for kicks, maybe get 3 spice out of it. I'm trying to think if the shipping track does much for me. I mean, it's pretty much a moot point now. Maybe Leto can... He has 4 intrigue cards, so he might be able to win this. So I really need to play as though there's another round coming, just in case there is. Don't think the techs are going to do anything for me. Memo quarters. 3 or more on all influence tracks. Probably not going to make it there. Shipping... Getting that influence out of that shipping next round theoretically could matter. Is the 1 water going to do anything for me? Probably not. But maybe I can get 3 spice, which could matter for some reason. I don't know what it would do. All right, let me do this. I will get a fold space for a Solari. I will throw in the Dreadnought, but that's it. And I will get a Spice Must Flow. And we'll just hope. We'll just hope that this is not the final round. Now, if Leto wins, what does he do to me? You can't catch me there. I don't care here. You can't catch me here. I don't care here. Okay. 9. Oh, it's a Spice Must Flow. Okay, well, it's the final round anyway. All right. Alrighty. Well, I'll get one for myself. And end turn. Yeah, I'm sure. I am sure. Okay, looks like Leto might actually take this conflict, which is nice for you know, morale, I suppose. What was that? 3 steps ahead. Set an agent with a card chosen. Okay. All right. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Well played by Swittenel here on Tessa Vernius. I did all right on Alessa Ekaz there, but very different game from the first one. I was all over the shipping track in game 1 and game 2. I didn't even activate it. I mean, I went up a total of 2 spaces over the course of the game. I never cashed in on it. So that's a weakness, and it might all come down to my very first move of the game. I kind of just absentmindedly sent my my Seek allies up to wealth to get the 2 Solari, because I'm just so used to doing that in base Dune Imperium as kind of a default play. And I didn't go to fold space, which fold space is a way to get into the shipping track, right? So just that one move could have changed the whole game. Would it have, you know, been better or worse? Who knows how it would have turned out? But it's definitely a major fork in the road right off the bat. And that's what the expansion does, is it changes the game, which is what we want. So that was cool. I think that is going to do it for tonight, especially given the stream is a little bit iffy. I think I'll just stop there at 2 games for tonight, for today, for this morning, whatever it is for you right now. So thanks everybody so much for tuning in, whether you're here live. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, for commenting in the chat. Really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. And if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like it, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of Rise of Ix. Pretty exciting stuff. So with that, we will see you in the next video. Also, by the way, thank you so much to all of my YouTube members. Really appreciate your support. That's going to do it for tonight. If you're considering being a member, you can click the join button to see what it entails. You're going to get an extra members only game every month and early access to some videos, as well as some cool emotes. All right. Thanks, everybody. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.